But look, you know, no one is forced to serve in this, and he made the decision that he'd put in the best years of his life, and he didn't want to eke out the next 5 or 10 in opposition, probably to be discarded. Now, I regret that choice that he made, but nevertheless, it was a choice he was entitled to make.
Since I predicted on Friday everything that happened exactly, and you claim that you had not thought of the leadership until Sunday, I want to put to you the possibility that you had a subconscious agenda of what did happening. Was it, surely it was not that far from your mind on Friday? Well, we were talking about a week ago.
Yeah, I know, that's right. Well, a week is a long time in politics.
God, I wish I'd said that. You know who said it, don't you?
Harold Wilson, yeah. You know, we had a shadow cabinet meeting on the Tuesday morning,
yep,
followed by a marathon party room meeting on the Tuesday from mid-morning through to about 8:30 in the evening, and that party room meeting had broken up in disorder because many of the participants felt that the party leader had miscalled the outcome. And then
39-39, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, I mean, on the voices in the party room, by the leader's call, it was 40-35, but then the leader added back the voices in the shadow cabinet and said that the thing was carried 49-46, even though by convention our party room decides things on its own on the voices. Yep. You don't add back the cabinet or the shadow cabinet. So look, it was a traumatic day, followed by another traumatic day when the leader called what was in effect for a vote of confidence and almost lost it to...
What's his name?
Well, Kevin is a terrific bloke, but nevertheless it wasn't a serious challenge. So we had 2 traumatic days, and I obviously was deeply dismayed because a leader...
Was it at that point the party thought Turnbull had turned into a runaway train and was out of control?
I think the conclusion, even from some people who agreed with Malcolm's policy, was that he had become extra-constitutional, so to speak, yeah. That he was acting ultra vires the party, if you like.
Now, like an American CEO.
Yeah, and that, I think, was... So for me, the problem was that the party room needed to be showed more respect than it had been, and I thought the policy was going to make a bad situation worse. So when Nick and I went to see Malcolm, what we were doing was trying to give him one last chance to rethink the policy. I didn't think we were likely to be successful because Malcolm's not someone who normally changes his mind under that kind of pressure. But nevertheless, that was the objective. Now, it was always obvious to me that if he refused to change his mind and I resigned from Shadow Cabinet, the next step was to challenge him for the leadership. But I thought, and I think just about everyone else thought, that once that happened, Joe, who was by far the most plausible candidate in the absence of Malcolm, would put his hand up.
Do you feel predestined or just overexcited?
Well, I think at a time like this, you feel both excited and scared.
I'm told we have to stop. Do we have to stop for any reason?
We'll lose our audience if we keep going too long, Bob.